Growing your dance studio does not come from better advertising, it's going to come from better systems. And there are two of them specifically that tiny studios are using, and they're growing faster than businesses that have been around in their communities for decades. Let's break down so you can implement them in your studio as well. The first one is your hot leads system. This is a simple way that you can make sure that every new parent that inquires the most recently has someone taking over conversation and is following up with them. Really here the goal is to follow up with them every 2 days until they say stop, or I'm no longer interested, or they've taken that next step and have converted into a trial or a tour or some other kind of introductory offer. Enrollments stop at this point because no one is following up with them consistently. Life gets busy and they need you to be there to remind them about the next step. System number 2 is having the ability to tag your parents and keep track of them, of where they are in the enrollment process, so no one is slipping through the cracks. There's 4 really basic tags that you can use to keep track of them. It's parents who are new, those who have just reached out, and they should be ending up in your hot leads list, so they're getting that follow-up every 2 days. The next tag is booked. These are parents that have committed. They're either attending a trial or a tour, and they're gonna come and show up in person to check out your programs. The next kind of tagging is gonna be whether they showed or no-showed. Each of these parents are gonna need a different kind of nudge or reminder. People who no-showed, hey, life happens. We need a way to follow up with them and reschedule and get them back on the calendar because they were honestly interested. And those who showed, we gotta keep track of who's showing up. This is gonna be an ultimate great conversion rate to keep track of, so you know how well your team and studio is turning those interests into first visits. And finally, it's your enrolled list. Once a parent has signed up and they've committed and they've enrolled their child into the dance programs, you want to then communicate them and welcome them into your studio. And then more importantly, make sure that they don't get the rest of the follow-up that all your leads are getting. These 2 systems are going to ensure that parents aren't drifting off path and they're staying on the course of enrolling in your studio. Without these systems in place, it's like going to a bowling alley and bowling without the gutters. The ball just drifts away, ends up in the gutter, and doesn't hit any pins. So your job is to make sure you put the bumpers up in your enrollment process so parents stay on track and get to the next step with more predictability.